Hi friends, this is Alok. I'm the founder CEO of taxmantra.com. Today in this video we will discuss about the impact of GST on freelancers, bloggers and exporter of services, basically taxpayers who generate revenue or income from outside India, and we need to understand how that will GST will impact them. So we assume that these taxpayers are currently are not registered under the service tax, and for the first thing which we need to discuss is about registration under GST. So yes, all the bloggers and freelancers and exporter of services would be required to register under GST because the export of services is basically treated at par with interstate sale, and in case of interstate sale there is no exemption of that 20 lakh basic exemption. So if even if you export say 1,000 rupee, and if you earn 1,000 rupee revenue from export of services, you need to register under the GST. And basically the export of services, the definition of export of services includes that the supplier of service is located in India, that is the blogger, freelancers or exporter of services is located in India. The recipient of service is located outside India, that is your client is located outside India, and you receive money in for convertible foreign exchange. So basically the money which you receive in foreign exchange through PayPal, directly through Swift transfer to your bank account, but that is convertible foreign exchange, and that place of supply of service is outside India. The general rule for service, for place of supply in case of service, is that the place of supply is the place of the recipient. So if there is if the place of supply in these conditions will the place of supply will be outside India, unless any of these conditions triggers. For example, if the location of the address given by the recipient is in India, so the client, that the location or the address of the client is in India, or the debit card, credit card being used is being issued by an Indian bank account, Indian by issued in India, or the billing address of the recipient is in India, or the IP address through which is used by recipient is in India, or the bank of recipient in which account is used for payment is in India, or the country code of SIM is in India. So these are the conditions. So if any of these conditions triggers, then it will be said that the place of supply is not outside India but within India. So the general rule is that the place of supply is outside India in case of services. However, if any of these points triggers, then it will be construed that the place of supply is in India, and when that is the case, then it will not be treated as an export but as a domestic supply, and then the different set of rules will follow, wherein within state, if it's a domestic supply and if it's within state, then the limit is 20 lakhs, and in case of if your client is outside state, then then that limit is not there. But if you have these four conditions satisfied, then it will be an export of services. So no worries, even though registration is required under in this scenario, but the second point which we will discuss is about the raising of invoices. So it will be a 0%. So the export is exempt from GST. So you do not need to charge any GST. So there is no inflict of cost to you wherein you need to charge anything. So it will be GST, that is integrated goods and service tax, 0%. What you have to do, you have to start collating all the invoices where you pay input GST, so that you can start taking refunds. You can start taking refunds on all those inputs. So this is a positive thing. So now you register, you raise invoice, put 0% at IGST, and claim refunds of all the inputs which you have in case of it's if you have 100% export revenue. So do that, and you get the benefit of the all inputs. So suppose you are in the business of providing content writing to a client in UK, and you generate revenue in foreign exchange, and for that you have hired other consultancy in India, and they are charging GST to you, and you are paying GST to them. So that GST element, amount of GST, is what you can actually claim refunds. when you register and file your forms. And these are the filings which will be required to you also for the period of July to September. For example, GSTR1 and GSTR2 are not required to be filed for the period of July and August now, and those will be filed only later. But GSTR3B needs to be filed for the month of July. All the invoices which we raise and all the inputs GSTR3B will be required to be filed by 20th August. And for August, the GSTR3 will be required to be filed by 20th September. And for the month of July, the GSTR1 is required to be filed by 10th August, and GSTR2 by 15th August, and GSTR3 by 20th August. Though most of these filings are automated and pre-populated data comes in. So if you do not have a large number of data, so then these filings would become very easy. So this is what I wanted to discuss in this video set, that if you are an exporter of services, or if you are a freelancer or blogger and you earn revenue from outside India, then you are required to register under GST, irrespective of the turnover you have, and file returns. But the positive thing is that you can now claim inputs of all the input GST which you pay. I will be free to answer any of the query which you have, and do let me know if you have any query. You can call me on this number, or you can send a query on this number. Thanks. We would come up with more videos later.